my mic back where it belongs. My daughter was out with me last night. We were playing the Legend or the Adventures of the Black Hawk. Gotta make sure I'm getting used to taking on nutrition on the bike. So, one thing admittedly that I've had to really learn when doing, when picking up triathlon was how to eat on the go. Like legitimately, like I'm used to eating. I got really used to eating in cars. You know, I'm used to eating on the go, but it's always been like in the car. It's always been in the car, you know. Been used to eating burgers and tacos and fajitas, quesadillas. You know, I'm used to eating on the run. But I was never used to, you know, eating while on a bike or eating while running. This has been something that I've needed to, something I've been needing to do. You know what I just realized? I think I need to replace Let's Go Brandon with the Trump shimmy. Yeah, I think we need to do that. I'll make that happen tomorrow. I got a couple things I need to tweak on my end. You know, I just set up my intro video scene last night. I wanna kind of reconfigure the audio, or my audio inputs on all my scenes, because I think I'm doing it wrong. I think I'm not doing it all correctly. As I need to, I think I just need to fix certain things up. And I need to also check the audio from last night. Well, I mean, it doesn't work with last night's game, because last night's game didn't really have a lot of game audio. But I actually think I'm near a point to where possibly I don't necessarily need, I might not need headphones. I don't know. That's something I'm kind of wondering here. You see, because the way my engineering brain works, I'm always thinking of, okay, can I do this more efficiently? It's like, I can't tell you how many times I've actually, like, renovated my entire setup over the years. Alright, we got over-unders. So this workout is actually very similar to the workout we did last Thursday. So this is TT number 2. So basically, the whole idea with this is that you have these short periods, short-ish periods of zone 3, and then you have zone 1. So remember yesterday evening, we were doing zone 2 work. So it was a long block of zone 2. And I was talking about, well, if you can do long blocks of zone 2, or you can do shorter blocks of zone 3 and then zone 1. Dang it. Back up. So basically, my biggest thing for the next, I got 5 more weeks now. Actually, this is the end of week 2. At the end, so basically, I'm hoping to. So I'm really hoping to get myself in a position to where I can increase my FTP, because then I gotta check when this whole thing is over, because then I should only have about 2 weeks, plus minus, a week to 2 weeks before my 2 races. So the only thing that is potentially, so I want to do both races. I want to do both real bad, because I really like doing Los Alamitos reverse. I love doing that race. And I just love Bayshore. So basically gonna have to split the difference. Well, hopefully I can get everything that I want. Because that's right when softball games start. That's why I put the bucket over there. All right, we got one more of those. One more 30-second at zone 3. All right, today I'm gonna make it through this workout today. This is gonna be a mental battle today. Not gonna lie. Because my legs are feeling okay. My brain's feeling okay. Took a little bit of G Fuel before I got out here. Got my creatine serum going, and a GU gel. So I got my noon all set up. I'm ready to have a good workout today. I need a good workout today. So I got on the docket today, I got a funeral, I got a live stream this morning. Always a tough thing for me to do. This is a funeral of a gal who lived into her 90s in our ward. Her husband legitimately passed away last month. So, you know, it's kind of a bittersweet thing. You know, she was having health issues. She was really developing dementia. Actually, no. Her husband was developing dementia. She just had health issues. She had to be pushed around in a wheelchair. So it's kind of one of those. We're grateful that, you know, she kind of, lack of a better term, slid on out. I know it's kind of, oh, we got the salt shaker. We got the random salt shakers coming. I don't know what it is about it, but I've seen these random salt shaker artifacts. I got a couple emails I need to send to Woosh. But anyway, I digress. So basically, I'm always glad to live stream funerals. Like, and this is all a part of my church calling, so I don't charge anyone a dime for my equipment or services. There's no need to. I don't care. I just bring my laptop down, bring a camera, hook everything in. I mean, my stake has already acquired the equipment under my direction in order to do so. So, I got that this morning, and then mostly just different chores and things around the house. I don't even really know what specifically I'm gonna do today. I think I might buy the brick and just finish off that fire pit. I might do that today. All right, here we go. We got 3 minutes. Wow, this is a gaggle. There's got to be some kind of a structured ride. You don't normally see this many people in one area. Especially, these guys are not going that fast. Obviously, they're faster than me, but they're not going that fast. This isn't like a race. I'm just a rando normie doing a workout. But yeah, basically after I'm done with this ride, I'm going to take a shower. Get changed. And then I'm just going to head on over to the church. Get everything set up. And then I'm just going to take my Switch and just hang out. Gonna hang out until the funeral starts, and then I haven't been requested to do anything extra. I mean, there is a funeral I did a couple months ago for a gentleman that he was born in the early 20s. He was almost 100. He was literally like a couple months short of his 100th birthday. And his father actually got a video camera, a motion picture camera back in the late 20s. And those of you that know your video history, that's unheard of. You don't hear of these things. You don't hear of a father taking home videos in the 1920s. And I'm watching this video and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a portal into a world where I've only seen pictures. I've seen little bits and pieces of video of New York City. I've seen bits and pieces of video of presidents from that era, but I've never seen just a couple boys walking in the backwoods. A little boy sitting at a table drawing. I've never seen that. It was intense. Like, just the shock of what I was witnessing was just unreal. All right, 2-minute break. So yeah, I always have no issues doing most of my non-Taqueria live streams are all for my church. So, in my church, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we're a lay clergy. In other words, nobody really gets paid for what they do. So, we get what are called callings. So you get a calling, where you can teach a Sunday school class, you're taking care of the finances of the ward, in other words, the congregation. Heck, you can even be called to be the bishop of the whole congregation. They just say, hey, you're bishop. Well, okay, they pray about it, they get inspiration, blah, blah, blah. But you're bishop. Go. No training, no formal seminary. Go. Learn on the job, kid. So yeah, I've had 2 callings for multiple years now. I just finally got released from one of them last Sunday. So it's what's called Ward Executive Secretary. In other words, I basically set up interviews. Okay, we're gonna do arrow position on 3 of these today. Hold on. So I finally got released from one of my 2 callings. So I have one on the ward level, which is the local, just your single congregation. And then I have one on the stake level, which right now got about 7 different congregations. So I've been the technology specialist for over 7 years now, which I deal with all the computers, TVs, printers, internet, security systems, all that stuff. I mean, I don't have to fix everything. I just have to be able to say, yes, this needs to be fixed by a professional. That's all I have to do. But my calling really got ramped to 11 back during the pandemic when they were like, oh, hey, we need to live stream a bunch of crap. And I said, okay, I know how to do that. I've been doing this for about 5 years now. So I know how to set all this stuff up and make it not look like crap. So yeah, I mean, this is something I've discussed on the Discord, but I finally feel we're enough years removed that I can comfortably talk about this. But there was a time on my live stream where, this is back in the Cantina days. So the first about two-ish years, year and a half, 2 years of my live stream, I called the Frito Bandito Cantina. Full play on Star Wars, finest non-alcoholic drinks this side of Twitch. That was my whole moniker. I streamed almost exclusively on Twitch. Hold on. So it's been, so then about a year and a half in, my father had cancer surgery. Totally fine. They got it all out, caught it early enough. No lingering issues. But I think the drugs got to him. And he basically sat me down and said, hey, you either cancel your live stream or I'm firing you. And you won't get another dime. Completely out of nowhere, I figured out he was completely social media stalking me. It was a bad thing. It was very, very strange. Now, don't get me wrong, my dad's a good guy, but he's very traditional. He's someone that doesn't, he's a work guy. That's all he thinks. That's all he breathes. That's all he does. My father is a workaholic. That's all he is, which is fine, but at the same time, he's a workaholic. All he does is wake up, do work. He does his church calling very faithfully. He's a patriarch of my local stake. And then he reads books, watches a movie or two, goes out to dinner with my mom, and then he's done. And then he goes to bed at night. That's all the guy does. He has no hobbies that I know of. He does nothing else other than wake up, work, go to sleep. Which I understand he feels the desire and need to because of what he has placed upon himself. But at the same time, I don't want to live like that. I want to have things that I'm interested in. I don't want to be chained to a desk my entire life. So, I decided to do all these hobbies. Also comes with the nature of being an ADHD dude. But anyway, so he sat me down and he basically said, if you do not stop streaming, I will fire you, and you'll turn in everything that you have, and you'll have to figure out something out. Because I don't want my son doing this. It's an embarrassment. I don't like it. Which, at the end of the day, that's basically it. He is embarrassed. And I believe he was fed really bad intelligence of what I did. Because one of the funny things was he accused me of leading a gaming ring within the stake of all these high school kids. And we all sat down every night and played games until like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what? I was like, whoa. That is 1000% not true. I have only played games maybe 3 people in the stake, maybe once or twice. I don't know what I don't know what you're talking about. I have people from other parts of the nation that join in voice chat and text chat, but there's only one person in the local stake. The guy doesn't live here anymore. He moved. And done. That I did anything regular on stream with. And did anything with. So anyway, I think my father was fed a lot of bad intel. I think I know who did it, but I'm going to keep that one secret. And basically, so he totally threatened to disown me, for lack of a better term, because of the stream. This was end of 2017. And then I caught pneumonia because of swim lessons, which was another thing my father was not happy about. He's like, if you need more money, we can give you a raise. I'm like, I make $60 an hour in cash. I don't think you can pay me that. I don't think you can afford to pay me that right now. I mean, and at this point, I was doing an hour and a half of swim lessons, hour and a half to 2 hours of swim lessons every day. I was making bank off of swim lessons. I mean, not enough for me to quit my job, but at the same time, but yeah. So it's something. So then I torched everything. I torched my stream. I deleted everything off the internet. I only have a very, very select few pieces, artifacts from that time period of streaming. I only have a couple of small videos Okay, set 2, round 2, we're doing upright. So we got 2 more time trials left. So yeah, so then I completely destroyed the stream. This was about November 2017. And then I caught pneumonia in December. Yeah, let's just say I was very much so mentally not happy at this point in my life. Yeah, there's 3 salt shakers right there. I don't get it. So anyway, yeah, so basically it wasn't until about February, about January, February. Back then I was called the ward financial clerk. So in other words, I'd made sure the ward's finances were on the up and up. You know, made sure if people spent money on their callings, that qualified for a church reimbursement. Like, for instance, the youth group takes the kids out for ice cream, which happens every once in a while. The leader pays for it. They submit me a receipt. I get a disbursement check from the church, a refund check from the church. So anyway, so basically, we had what are called audits. So we'd have like 2 audits per year, where there'd be someone who's like actually an accountant. Usually they pick the accountants for this one, and they get an accountant to come over to the ward, and they look over everything. They got a couple check boxes they need to do. Hey, premium team, what is up? Welcome to the Frito Bandito Taqueria. I hope you're not a spam bot. We like taco bots, not spam bots. Because spam is gross. Don't like spam. Spam, 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 spam. Spam, spam, spammity spam, spammity spam. All right, 4.5 minutes left. So basically, anyway, so I had my, I had the audit, and then afterward I talked to the bishop, who's been a friend of my father's forever, and I was like, hey, here's the situation, what's your take on it? And he's like, well, I've known your dad and your grandpa for a very long time now. Well, my grandpa passed away when I was like 8, so this is my dad's dad. I didn't know my dad's dad very well. I've known all my other 3 grandparents, but my dad's dad, he divorced my grandma when I was really young, like 4, and then never saw him again. I actually only have one memory of him up in Utah, but that's it. So anyway, so my bishop sat down with me, and I was like, look, here's what happened. This is my thoughts on it. What's your take? He goes, well, knowing your dad and your grandpa, that doesn't surprise me. But at the end of the day, your father shouldn't be controlling you like this. This is like, obviously, don't do this stuff during work. That makes sense. I can understand that. But what you decide to do with your final hour of the day, you know, that shouldn't be any of his business. Which, that was basically the impetus. And then I prayed about it, and I really felt inclined to get back into streaming. I felt really strongly about it. I talked to my wife about it, and she goes, you know what? I mean, I've always been okay with it. I think you took it a little bit too far. Where you're doing it too much. You're not making sure everything else is taken care of first. Which, that's fair. So then I basically said, okay, well, I'm going to come back on a trial basis. couple nights a week, 3 nights a week. We'll see what happens. So then I rebranded and relaunched as the Taqueria. About April 2017 is when the Taqueria was born. So yeah. And then when 2020 came around, I just had this overwhelming feeling. This is the reason why I got back into streaming. So I would be prepared and capable of pulling off these live streams, because this is a definite need for those in my area, and I am equipped with the skills to be able to do this. So it all ended up working out really good for me. But my dad will talk to people now and they'll say, yeah, my son does all these computers and live stream stuff for the church. He's able to help out with funerals. So he basically sees that, well, yes, he doesn't necessarily agree with what I'm doing. He understands it definitely has its uses. So sometimes, moral of the Maury is that you need to have you got to really pray about it sometimes, and you got to come to your own conclusions. I'm just grateful that I had an opportunity to actually see the end goal, the Lord's purpose in my life. I do feel like, I don't feel like I'm some ultra fantastic streamer. I've been blessed with untold followers, active chatters, money, prosperity. That's not that important to me. I am grateful for everyone that watches the stream, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful for the friendships that I've made through streaming. But at the end of the day, what's important is that I have a set of skills and I'm blessing people's lives through those skills. That is what is important to me. So, all right, enough of that topic. We got a 3-minute rest interval here. And then we're into our third round of Zone 3. I might actually go on a run later tonight with Minty. Where she might be on her electric scooter. I got her electric scooter over here. And then I'll be on the run. Just need to do something a little bit more today. Because, Thursday, not gonna lie, Thursday kind of pushed my limits. They kind of joke around about the 40-plus-year-olds going to Disneyland all day and being like, at the end of the day. That's real. That's real. It is. It is not entirely easy as an older person. I consider myself an older person. It's not exactly easy to go 12 full hours of just go, 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 go. I am curious, though. Let me see here. Thursday was almost 10 full miles of walking. I'm actually gonna set up a Strava event of walking 10 miles within that time frame, so I can add that to my so I can add that over on intervals.io. So the nice thing about intervals, now I've shown it a couple times on stream before, but this is basically an amalgamation, an aggregator of all of your workouts. So it takes all of your workout data and it combines it all and gives you some other metrics based on some, I mean, moderately accurate formulas and proven methods and stuff like that. So basically, this week my fatigue spiked bigly. Felt it on Tuesday, big time. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday I noped out of a workout. I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. Because that's the day I did the bike workout in the morning and then the swim workout at night. And then Tuesday morning, I'm just like, nope. I got on the bike, got about 20 minutes in, then noped out. And then I took Wednesday off because I knew I was going to have the whole slog on Thursday. So, took it easy in anticipation for that. So, what's nice is it helps gives me justification. If I know I'm not feeling good, I can look at that graph and say, yep, I'm in theory very much so not feeling good. So it allows me to be understanding that, hey, look, I'm getting back into things. No need to kill myself over this. Just gotta keep moving here. Gotta keep going. All right, we're halfway through this set. Gonna have two more rounds of this. Okay, heart rate's under 140, which is good. All right, 1.5 minutes left here. Got 2 more rounds. All right, less than a minute left here. So we're at 11.3 miles, 400 feet of climbing, 400 calories burned. That's where we are. Okay, 30 seconds. All right, and rest. All right. Bottle toss. All right, so tonight we got 2 games ready to go for the Rando Saturday. So we have Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon is going to be our short but sweet game. And then we got a second game called Kunai. Essentially, you're a kunai-wielding tablet. Okay? I don't know. I don't know what this is, but looks like a pretty good time. So yeah, that's what we'll be playing tonight. So I'll probably get both of those downloading when I hop in the shower. Get ready for my day. Oh no, I think today I'm gonna spray. I'm gonna do a thorough weed spraying. Last week I really cleaned out one of my 2 front planter areas. I did a bike workout in the morning, and then I immediately went to that. So I'll probably do that. I think I'm gonna also buy the rest of the, need to buy 24 bricks down at Home Depot. So we'll get those purchased, and then that will finish off. And then all I need to do is just get the fire insert, which I might have to wait for a little bit on that, just because it's going to, that is something that will need to be, we'll need to save up a little bit before I can purchase that, I think. I'll have to talk to my wife about our budget. All right, 6 minutes arrow position, here we go. It's 6:23 in the morning. Pretty excited going on a date night with my wife later today. It's always good to go on date nights with your spouse. The one thing that you learn when you have multiple kiddos is you need time with your wife. You need time to just be able to I don't have to worry about kids right now. Even though with my wife's anxieties, I think she will be worrying about the kids while we're on our date. But we're allowing our oldest time to learn how to be a babysitter. So yeah, it's definitely a process, but she's doing great. 1 minute in. All right, 2 minutes in. Oh, no, wait, no. I'm supposed to be out. Ha! So, for those of you that are wondering what is the difference between in arrow and out of arrow, it's the aerodynamics. And on top of that, with your upper body hinged over, it tends to work different muscle areas and different tendons. So, riding like this forever and riding like this forever impacts your hips and a lower body a little bit differently enough to where you need to spend time in both positions, especially if you're like me as a triathlete. There's pro triathletes that basically they're arrow all the time, unless it's like a rest interval. If it's a rest interval, they'll get out. But every single hard interval, they'll be an arrow. Unless it's like a specific climbing interval. Because you can't really be an arrow while climbing. It doesn't really work. Can't get enough power to go up steep inclines in arrow. Just not really possible. There are some that can do moderate, but when it's like climbing, it just doesn't happen. All right. We're over halfway through. So yeah, just overall, I am hitting the bike really, really hard because I believe this is the area that I can improve the most with what resources that I have. I don't have access to a good track. I have access to dirt tracks. I don't have a good synthetic track. I'm working on that though. But I'm pretty positive the one synthetic track doesn't have 5 a.m. access hours. So it's kind of one of those, well, I do what I can. The bike is by far the easiest thing that I have access to, where I can stay here at my house. I used to have a treadmill right here, but it broke down. It's just not usable. I need to get back into strength training though. It's just hard for me to get the afternoon time to do it. All right, one more minute left. Then we got one more round of 6 minutes in the arrow position to finish off this workout. All right. 20 seconds. 20 seconds here. Almost done. Almost done with this interval. And done. All right. Oh, okay. It's fun being 6'2" and a triathlete. A lot of the triathletes are shorter. Shorter and shorter. There's not a whole crap ton of an advantage of being taller. There's not a huge advantage. Some of the best triathletes in the world are pretty short. They're all getting shorter and shorter. Sorry, tiki room. Oh no, my naps are getting shorter and shorter. Alright, one more minute. Then I gotta slog through another 6 minutes and then we're home free, baby. Woo-woo! 14.8 miles, 571 feet of climbing, 526 calories burned. We might get to 600 today. We might get 600 calories burned today. That'd be a good thing. So basically, I took the gel at the beginning for 100 extra calories to burn, just so I don't go that far into. I have a less of a chance of bonking, and besides, that 100 calories easily is burned through either active, or during recovery. So I'm never worried about gaining weight. Taking on unnecessary calories before and or after. Well, I mean, yeah, I could take on unnecessary calories after, but what we're talking about is unnecessary calories before. Before an hour-long plus workout, taking a gel is always a good idea. Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't necessarily like being on trainers. Yeah, premium? God darn you, you jerk. I knew you were spam. I knew you were a spam bot. I've reported you, good sir. I knew it was a spam. All right, 4 minutes. Come on, legs, don't fail me now. You got 4 minutes left to roll. Let's get this done. Still under 140. Still good. Right in the zone I want it to be. That's beats per minute for my heart. I got a heart rate right there. Chest straps are some of the more accurate ones per price point. All right. All right, over halfway. 2:30 left. Come on, DJ Genki. Bring me to the finish line, DJ Genki. All right, 2 minutes. All right, let's bring it home. Let go. One more minute. Let go. Seconds. 10 seconds. 2, 1, done. All right. All right. There you go. Here, we'll bump it up. All right. Five minutes of cool down here. Three key things to monitor and keep track of during workouts. Hydration, number 1. Sodium level intake, number 2. And carbs, energy, number 3. You'll run out of hydration first, and or your sodium levels. Remember, sodium is the key that makes all of your little electrical impulses work. You run out of sodium, they stop working, you start cramping, among other things. So that's why I always use noon or limit. I almost always use noon for my workouts. It just allows me to have a good amount of electrolytes. Low calories, about 5 calories per tablet, which I mean, from 618 calories, 5 calories is nothing. So it allows me to get the sodium I need. It's about 300 milligrams of sodium. Or 300 grams? I think it's 300 grams of sodium. I don't know. It's a good amount of sodium. And it's light taste. That's one of the things I also really like about it. It's really, really, really light on the taste. Because I've tried, one of the worst things I did was try Liquid IV during a race. Yeah, that was bad. That was a very, very bad call. Wasn't a good call, as they say. Not a very good call. So, yeah, I almost lurched like twice while on the bike. So yeah, it was not good. All right, 100 watts, nice and easy. Bringing it home in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna wanna roll out my glutes. So I do a little bit of recovery after most hour-long workouts. So I have a Theragun, I have a roller by Therabody. No, I have a Hyper Ice roller, and then I have the Hyper Ice Normatec boots and hip attachment. Dude, being 40 years old and working out like this, it's a lifesaver, man. It is completely game-changing in terms of being able to recover, being able to keep working out. No, it's a very, very bigly difference. All right. All right. So remember, next broadcast is going to be later tonight, about 12-ish hours from now. We're going to be playing Enter the Gungeon and Kunai as a part of Rando Saturdays. Ha! Thank you, Aria. What is up? I did it. I did it. I'm actually at the end of the workout. I made it. This workout was going to be a little rough for me because and not too bad. So it's about 18 miles. So this program is called My Woosh. It's very similar to Zwift, except for in one big category is that it's free. Completely free to use about 90+% of all of its content. The only thing you miss out on is premium races, and they have new courses that they drop every couple of months, or every about 6-ish months. They dropped basically a Watopia, Woosh-topia, I guess. But yeah, so I'm training for 2 sprint distance triathlons. I have Los Alamitos Race the Base on March 1st, and then 7 days later I got Bayshore Sprint. So the Los Alamitos Reverse, that's going to be a 5-kilometer run, then a 12-mile bike, then a 200-meter pool swim. And then Bayshore is a half-mile swim. Well, it's about 500-yard swim. Then a 12-mile bike, then a 5K run. Yeah. So we got got some training to do. Currently, I'm sitting at about 225. Hey, Erpnik, what up? Thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. Glad to see the long man is doing its Georb. So yeah, if you like what you see here, hit the follow buttons, hit the like buttons. My typical stream schedule for those of you that are new to this here, the Frito Bandito Taqueria Pain Cave. The standard taqueria is at nights, and then the Pain Cave is in the mornings. I'm doing almost exclusively bike workouts right now because I'm a swimmer main. I swam for Brigham Young University here. I'm going to get off the bike so I can get my keister rest. we'll get the anime hardcore off. But yeah, so I'm a swimmer main. I can currently swim for a 500 under 110, about 110 per 100. And that's with like 0 swim workouts. So swimming is my best by far. I am near professional level at swimming and absolutely mediocre level on the bike and the run. So that's why I'm here on my Woosh, in order to try and get better on the bike. So yeah, this is a 6-week program I'm on. So we'll see if I can bump my 225 watt FTP. I'm going to try and hit at least 250. I mean, I can realistically set a goal for 260. But yes, we shall see. Because I mean, I was hitting mostly. So yeah, so this is about 120. Yeah, so this is about 70% of my FTP. Yeah, because we didn't hit too many high points. So again, because over here was about 126, so that's 124, so that's about 200. Yeah, so it was about 200 was what I was supposed to be hitting. Yeah, it was about 200. So about 200. So that's about 25 watts under my current FTP. So basically I have to push another 50 watts for about an hour. Fun. All right, so we're going to end the ride here. That is going to be it. So yeah, 18.3 miles, 700 feet of climbing, 630 calories burned. So I've almost hit the 900-mile mark. We're getting close to the 1,000. Oh, you can't see that, can you? There it is. There's the near the 900 mark for overall distance. And then over here, these are my power. So 20 minute is 236 watts. So current, it's about no. So the 177, that includes the rest intervals. That's the average. But my best is 236. Oh, no. All right, there you go. Toss that one back there. All right. So, yeah, so that's going to be it from me. We're going to end this ride. We're going to upload it to Strava. Because if it's not on Strava, it didn't happen. All right, going to pick up our EXP and our gold. Because I like gold. All right. Bam. Oh, almost a quarter level. Swank. All right, so we're going to exit out of that. So what I wanted to show you is I wanted to show kind of this intervals thing. I talked about it earlier. Yeah, we're still in the high risk. I mean, but here's the deal, though. You see that fitness? You see this fitness number? This fitness number is climbing. This is how I'm going to be less in the red. Where the more, so this is about where we started. And then we're gonna set, go higher and higher and higher. So you see my fatigue, this was Monday. Monday was like, I'm gonna die. that was very, very, very hard for me. And then so Thursday, so I'm gonna pop in my walk a little bit later on today, and we'll see how this affects my graph. But you can see historically over the past year. So this was my Olympic distance I did back in October. So you can see my fitness sharply increased between my previous workout and then that. So what we've been doing is we've been climbing, getting our fitness back up. So this is kind of what I did earlier in August, gearing up for Mesa. I had to gear up for Mesa, which was, I can't remember where Mesa was. Let's go into our base running. Yeah, here it is. Here's the Mesa Triathlon. So right here is my first race. So we're basically at a better fitness level than I was before Mesa, and technically a better fitness level than I was before La Quinta last year. So, yep. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how things are going. This is one of those things that, you know, I really do like. I love going to the doctor and have them tell me, "You're great. You're doing fantastic. You know, all your vitals are good. All of your numbers are good. Your cholesterol is just off the charts. Amazing." So that's why I do this stuff. Helps me stay in shape, make sure I'm active for my kids. So if my daughter wants to go rock climbing, I don't have to shudder. I don't have to worry. I say, yes, let's go rock climbing at an indoor gym. You know, my daughter says, hey, I want to do this physical activity. I say, heck yes, we can. Let's do it. So, so that's why I do this stuff. So anyway, if you like what you see here, hit the follow button, hit the like button, join us in the Discord. I'm really hoping to find more awesome people to join in active discussions on the Taqueria After Party Discord. And by the way, yes, Trump is coming in on Monday. And with Trump coming in on Monday, we are going to be changing one of our rewards. We are going to change the Let's Go Brandon. We're going to change that reward to the Trump shimmy. We're going to do the Trump shimmy. We're not going to do the Gavin shimmy. We're going to do the Trump shimmy. The difference between the Trump shimmy and the Gavin shimmy is 90 degrees. Trump shimmy, Gavin shimmy. So he shimmies the shoulders. Trump has the more manly shimmy. Gavin looks like he's about to pinch a fart. Okay, I hate Gavin Newsom. I'm a Californian, and he sucks. He sucks. So anyway, that's enough of that. I'm going to get out of here, get changed, and get set up for my next live stream, which is for a funeral. So anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. Rando Saturday tonight, Enter the Gungeon and Kunai. Join the Frito Bandito Taqueria After Party. Hit the likes buttons, hit the follow buttons, subscribe if you can, if you are willing to. Would greatly appreciate your subscription. Here on the Frito Bandito Taqueria, I'm going to go through on tomorrow, and I'm going to update all of my my follow alerts, everything. I'm gonna make everything better because I've been lacking on this, and I need to finally get my crap together and get everything get my back end stuff updated. So anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. Final Fantasy 14 next week. 4 days of Final Fantasy 14, and then Adventures of the Black Hawk, and then Rando Saturday. That is the schedule for next week. Hope to see you then. Until later, my friends. Good night, as Aenorus. Wherever you are, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.